He sat in the darkness, listening, not to sounds, but to the absence of them, because even the night creatures had gone quiet. Claire stirred beside him, sensing the shift in him before he spoke, her eyes opening to a world that felt wrong in ways she could not yet explain. There was no alarm, no cry, no visible threat, yet both of them felt it, a pressure in the air, heavy and suffocating, like the moment before a storm breaks, except this storm carried something far worse than rain. Jamie rose without a word, moving to the window, staring out into the blackness where the hills should have been, but all he saw was darkness that seemed too thick, too present. Claire followed, her hand brushing his arm, grounding him, but even that simple touch felt fragile against the weight pressing down around them. A faint glow appeared in the distance, not flickering wildly like a wildfire, but steady, controlled, deliberate, and Jamie's expression hardened the moment he saw it. He knew that fire was not an accident, because it was too precise, too intentional, and it ignited something deep within him that he had buried long ago. They rode out together into the cold, damp air, the ground soft beneath the horses' hooves, the silence stretching further with every step, until even the sound of movement felt intrusive. The fire burned at the edge of the estate, contained in a perfect circle, as if drawn by careful hands, and at its center was a mark carved deep into the earth. Jamie dismounted slowly, every instinct screaming at him to turn back, yet he stepped forward, drawn to the symbol as if it were calling him. Claire followed, her breath catching as she saw the shape, unfamiliar to her but immediately recognized by Jamie, whose face drained of color. The symbol was not random, not meaningless, but a message, one tied to a past that refused to stay buried, a past Jamie had once believed ended in blood and finality. He said nothing, but the silence between them spoke volumes, because Claire could see the fear in his eyes, not the fear of battle, but the fear of something personal, something unfinished. The fire died as quickly as it had appeared, leaving only smoke curling into the cold air and the mark scorched into the earth like a scar that would not heal. They returned to the estate, but the unease followed them, slipping through doors, settling into corners, embedding itself into every shadow. Morning brought light, but not comfort, because the feeling remained, heavier now, more present, as if whatever had begun in the night had not ended. Livestock were found missing, not taken in haste, but removed carefully, without struggle, without noise, leaving behind only emptiness. Doors were discovered open, not broken, not forced, but simply left ajar, as though whoever entered had no fear of being seen. The people began to whisper, quietly at first, then louder, their voices carrying fear they tried to suppress but could not. The episode opens at dawn. A strange, unnatural silence hangs over Fraser's Ridge. Claire wakes suddenly, gasping. Not from a nightmare, but from a sound. A low, humming vibration. Faint, but unmistakable. Her eyes widen. She knows that sound. The stones. Jamie finds her already dressed, standing outside, staring into the distance. What is it, Sassenach? Claire doesn't look at him. They're calling. Jamie's expression tightens. The past has always been dangerous. But this feels different. Urgent. Almost, desperate. They travel together to the stones. But the moment they arrive, Claire freezes. Something is wrong. The air feels charged, unstable. Like time itself is breaking. Suddenly. A figure appears. A woman. Disoriented. Weak. Covered in dirt. Claire rushes forward. The woman grabs her arm. You shouldn't be here, it's already happening. Before Claire can ask anything. The woman collapses. Back at the house, the mystery deepens. The woman wakes briefly, and reveals something chilling. She's from the future. And she came back for one reason. To stop Jamie Fraser from dying, today. Claire's blood runs cold. Jamie looks confused. I'm standing right here. But the woman shakes her head weakly. No, you die before nightfall. The rest of the episode becomes a race against time. Claire tries to piece together what's coming. An ambush. A hidden enemy. Something they didn't see before. Jamie prepares for battle, refusing to hide from fate. If death is coming, he says, I'll meet it standing. But Claire isn't ready to lose him. Not like this. Not again. As night falls, the attack comes. But not how they expected. It's not soldiers. Not the British. It's someone closer. Someone inside their own home. A trusted ally turns on them, driven by fear and manipulation from the future. The fight is brutal and personal. Jamie is stabbed. Claire screams. The future woman watches in horror. Because this is exactly how it was supposed to happen. History is repeating itself. And they can't stop it. The episode ends with Jamie collapsing in Claire's arms, his life slipping away. As Claire whispers through tears, I will not lose you again. The episode opens in chaos. Claire refuses to accept Jamie's death. She turns back to the stones. Desperate. Broken. Determined. The future woman follows her. Warning her, you can't change this. Every time you try, it gets worse. But Claire doesn't listen. She steps toward the stones. The humming grows louder. Violent. Unstable. Time itself begins to fracture. Suddenly, Claire is thrown into another time. But something is wrong. This isn't her past. It's a different version. A world where Jamie survived, but became someone else. Hard. Cold. A man shaped by loss. Claire watches him from a distance.